Major Supreme Court ruling.
The Supreme Court will be taking up a gun rights case.
Members of the Senate are focusing on gun rights in the wake of the Supreme Court's Bruen decision.
Major ruling involving the Second Amendment.
It's a case that legal experts will be watching closely.
Something historic just happened in Washington, D.C. The Supreme Court, all 9 justices, just dropped a 9-0 bombshell that rewrites how the Second Amendment and the Fourth Amendment work together. This isn't just another legal update. This is a constitutional earthquake that restores balance between your right to bear arms and your right to be free from government intrusion. For years, courts couldn't agree. Police could seize or search your firearms at will, and your rights depended on which state you lived in. But this new decision just ended that chaos and created a powerful new legal shield for every lawful gun owner in America. Welcome to Firearms Rights Advisor, where we cut through the noise and break down the rulings that shape your freedom. Chapter 1. The Root of the Conflict. For over a decade, lower courts were split over one question. What happens when the Second Amendment, your right to bear arms, collides with the Fourth Amendment, your right to privacy? Some courts said police could treat any armed citizens as inherently dangerous. Others ruled that lawful carry is not suspicious at all. That confusion created chaos in police encounters. A lawful gun owner in Texas could be treated as a criminal, while the same person in Florida would walk away protected. The Supreme Court finally stepped in and said, enough. Chapter 2. The question before the court. The decision came from 3 consolidated cases, each asking one simple but powerful question. Can law enforcement use the mere presence of a legal firearm as an excuse to expand a search, prolong a stop, or confiscate your weapon? For the first time ever, every justice, liberal and conservative, agreed. The answer was a unanimous no. Justice Clarence Thomas wrote for the court, "The Second Amendment cannot be treated as a second-class right that automatically triggers government suspicion." And with that, the court established a new constitutional reality, that lawful gun possession strengthens your Fourth Amendment protection instead of weakening it. Chapter 3. How your rights were silently eroded. For decades, lower courts quietly gave police too much power. They claimed officer safety justified expanded searches whenever a gun was present, even if the citizen was completely law-abiding. That legal logic made your right to carry a gun the very reason police could violate your privacy. It turned the Constitution upside down. This 9-0 ruling just reversed it all. The court said clearly, constitutional rights cannot cancel each other out. If you are exercising one right, you do not lose another. Chapter 4. The New Constitutional Standard. Justice Thomas introduced something called the constitutional harmony principle. It's the idea that your rights are meant to work together, not compete. From this moment forward, 3 new legal standards are now the law of the land. The presence of a firearm cannot be used as reasonable suspicion. Having a carry permit creates a presumption of lawfulness, not suspicion. Any search or seizure of a firearm must follow the same strict Fourth Amendment standards as any other property. In other words, your gun no longer puts a target on your back. It now acts as legal armor, protecting your other rights. Chapter 5. Police Policy in Panic Mode. The ripple effects were immediate. Police departments across the country are now scrambling to rewrite their training manuals and protocols, because what was legal last week is unconstitutional today. No more automatic disarming of lawful carriers during traffic stops. No more home sweeps just because someone owns firearms. No more using officer safety as a loophole to override your rights. Hundreds of cases built on these old policies are now collapsing in court. Evidence once used to convict citizens is being thrown out. And this time, it's the Constitution, not the bureaucracy, that wins. Chapter 6. What this means for you. For every lawful gun owner, this decision changes everything. If you're stopped while carrying, officers can't demand to see your firearm, run serial numbers, or prolong a stop without any specific reason tied to actual crime. Your carry permit isn't a red flag anymore, it's a shield. It proves you're a lawful citizen exercising your rights. This ruling just restored the balance between liberty and law enforcement, and for once, the Supreme Court is standing firmly on your side. Chapter 7. The Legal Domino Effect. This isn't just one victory. It's the start of a chain reaction that could reshape American gun law for decades. Legal scholars are already predicting this ruling will be used to challenge magazine capacity limits, assault weapon bans, red flag laws, storage mandates. Because from now on, courts must view your rights as mutually reinforcing, not competing. The Supreme Court just elevated the Second Amendment to equal footing with every other constitutional right. No longer secondary, no longer negotiable.
Chapter 8. A Turning Point for Freedom. For the first time in generations, the Second Amendment is standing shoulder to shoulder with the Fourth, and both are stronger for it. The court sent a message to every agency, every judge, and every politician in America. You cannot protect freedom by violating it. This ruling isn't about guns. It's about balance. It's about restoring the Constitution to what it was always meant to be. A shield for the people, not a sword for the state.
Chapter 9. The fight isn't over. This is only the beginning. Because the Supreme Court's 9-0 decision wasn't the end of the story. It was the spark that lit the fuse. Right now, 3 more major Second Amendment cases are already lined up for review. Each one carries the potential to redefine gun rights in America, from how states issue concealed carry permits to whether so-called assault weapon bans can even stand under this new constitutional framework. For years, politicians and lower courts have played tug-of-war with your freedoms. But now, the highest court in the land has drawn a line in the sand. We're stepping into a new era, an era of constitutional clarity. The gray areas that once let bureaucrats twist your rights are fading fast. And the next few months will decide just how far this freedom spreads, across every state, every city, every home that believes in the right to self-defense. So stay informed, stay vigilant, because the fight for your rights doesn't end when the ruling drops. It begins when the headlines fade. This is Firearms Rights Advisor. No spin, no politics. Just the truth about the battles shaping your freedom. If this video helped you understand your rights, smash that like button, share it with another proud gun owner, and subscribe for more clear, fact-based breakdowns on every ruling that could change your liberty. Because freedom doesn't protect itself. Stay free, stay armed, stay aware.